MVP, the first one. Hey, Tim. What's up, man? Well, hello there. Oh, look at Suki. Holly, you made it. You found the button to push for a live video. Nice. Katie, wow, this is a surprise. Dave, Rumi. Exciting. So it's almost 8. Let's see if our morning crew is going to join us. I know it's a very different time of day. Meditation is important every day, every time of day. Nicole, hi. Got my bowl. Never leave home without it. Oh wait, I didn't leave home. I haven't left home in 2.5 months. Lucia. 11 p.m. meditation. Hopefully you can drift off to a peaceful sleep after this. Of course you're part of the crew, Suki, of course. We're gonna wait about another 47.3 seconds before we start. Mom, you're staying up late for this, 8 p.m. If only I could get in bed at 8, that would be glorious. Wake up at 4:30, fully rested. I would love that. Some of you are throwing up in your mouths right now when you hear that, 4:30. Let's have a short discussion on our current topic, and then let's breathe together, and then let's meditate together. Hi, Paul's mom. Her name is Amal. That's Arabic for hope, which is my sister's name. So our current topic of discussion is reincarnation, which is a little bit of a hot button topic sometimes. And yet, many spiritual people and people who are thoughtful about the soul, the evolution of the soul, are curious about reincarnation and who potentially believe in it. Some of us aren't sure if it makes sense or not. Some of us don't think about it at all, but I think that in order to live a complete life, we need to be ponderful. That might not be a real word, but we need to ponder the grand scheme of our soul, the grand lifespan of the soul. And if you really think about it, the lifespan of our physical existence is a blip on the radar cosmically. How would we possibly experience everything that this planet has to offer in one physical existence, one physical incarnation? How? I mean, that's a lot of pressure, right? I think it is. If we think we only have 80, 90, 100 years to do it all, that's a lot of pressure, to me at least. Unless you can really just let go and do what you can. Well, the idea that we as a spiritual entity experiences life in countless different forms over countless numbers of eons, it takes some of the pressure away to do it all in this life, to have to do this and have to do that. Instead, we can stop and slow down a little bit and actually be present. So that alone is one of the advantages of adopting or accepting the idea of reincarnation. But that's not specifically what I wanted to discuss tonight. I've brought up in several of our previous talks about reincarnation that the soul may or may not exist after the physical body dies. Hey Jillian, welcome. Let's just, for the time being, run with the idea that the soul does exist after the physical body dies. Okay? There are several hypotheses for what happens after the physical body dies. Let's shift our thinking a little bit and think about what happens when the physical body is created. Now, we briefly tiptoed into the idea of when is the soul created? Is the soul created upon conception, upon fertilization of the human egg? Is it created when birth occurs? Or has the soul always been there prior? Well, the tradition that I am from, which is Theosophy and Raja Yoga, says that the soul is eternal. The soul was there before this body came into existence, and the soul will be there after this body moves out of existence. And in terms of our relationships with our loved ones, if we intend to have an eternal relationship, the relationship needs to be forged and strengthened and built at the level of eternity, which is our soul level. That's where the term soulmates comes from. We're not physical body mates. Well, you can do that too. That's fun, being a physical body mate, but it's not eternal. The physical form fades. One of my favorite quotes from my bud Eckhart Tolle is that all structures are unstable. Nothing in the manifest world lasts forever. No job title, no car, no house, and of course no physical body. And yoga philosophy tells us the greatest form of non-attachment, para vairagya, is when we can lose attachment and need to be associated with what this body looks like. That's hard for a lot of us. That's hard. Can you release identity with your body? Wow, how do you do that? How do you think you're not a gender, an age, a color? Well, you do it by meditating a lot and reorienting yourself to the part of you which is eternal, the soul, genderless, colorless, ageless, emotionless. It's pure loving energy, unconditional loving energy. Asal, what's so funny? What are you laughing at? Oh, the physical body thing, that's what you're laughing at. I already know you. So I'd better get deeper into this topic before we meditate, because time is a-ticking if you believe in time. So I'd like to draw your attention to this little image here. You've seen it before on my shirt. Celine Go makes me shirts with this image on it. So just for a moment, I'd like you to look at the right side of the screen. I hope it's the right side for you, where you see a human with looks like a Star of David on him, actually. And the Star of David is far later in history from when this symbol was first used. It symbolizes the descent into matter, which is the downward pointing triangle, and then the ascent back to spirit, which is the upward pointing triangle, and the two are overlaid. It symbolizes the out-breath and in-breath of Brahma, the manifestation into the world, and then the cyclic return back into a state of rest, or pralaya, before the next manifestation. Well, that macrocosmic cycle is reflected all the way down to the microscopic level of our lives every day when we wake up, every day when we go to sleep. That's part of the out-breath and in-breath. Seasons. Our entire physical body moves through seasons, expanding like the spring, full-blown experience in life like summer. And then fall time is when we get old and our physical body winds down, and winter is the resting period before the next cycle. Well, this image we're looking at here is the grand cycle. Now, Holly, if you're watching this, you probably remember this from yoga teacher training. We spent probably 4 hours talking about this. Oh, Amanda, hey, what's up, Amanda? You remember this from yoga teacher training too, this chart. So this chart is the cycle of the soul, the grand outward breath of the soul, and then the subsequent inhalation back into itself. In order to experience anything and grow, there needs to be an outward movement, a manifestation, the creation of polarity, resistance, experience, friction in the physical world. All right, I'm giving a lot of theory and background information. Our concept of reincarnation, we were talking about the soul and how it's existed before the physical body comes into manifestation and after the physical body leaves. Well, if that's the case, what happened before the physical body existed? Well, like I've been mentioning, there's this state of rest after the last incarnation. Well, let's wind the clock back even further. What about before that? Well, there have been many incarnations. We used the analogy of the Mars rover last time. The soul puts down different rovers to different foreign lands to experience different things and collect data. Wind the clock back even further. Is there ever a beginning of the human existence? Well, according to yoga philosophy, there is. If you wind the clock back, we have the animal kingdom, we have the plant kingdom, We have the mineral kingdom. If you're going counterclockwise on this graph, we end up back with the divine. It's called the logos, or the word here, but don't worry about what it's called. You can call it being or God, anything that you want. So the soul has always existed, and it's existed through various forms of matter, material, all gaining experience through minerals, plants, animals. And then finally, the soul is ready to experience life through the human form. Well, many human forms. From the tradition of yoga philosophy, it teaches us that there are potentially thousands of incarnations of the human form until the soul has reached the point where graduation is possible, graduation from this school, this particular school of life. So this is all, again, theoretical, yeah? And how does it apply? How does it help you? How does it benefit you today, right now in your life? Well, if we have an idea of where we came from, we can have an idea of where we're going. And the how is the key, the how. Well, as I mentioned last class, reincarnation and karma are inextricably intertwined. Karma dictates how many times we come back. Karma dictates under what circumstances we come back under. Which country are we born in? Which time period in history are we born in? Into which socio-economic scenario are we born into? Who are our parents? So karma. Either believe that our actions cause our reactions or don't. Either believe life is fair or believe life is unfair. Believe that we have control over our situation or believe that our situations control us. That's the practical application of the whole talk. We need to see the big picture in order to see the small picture and to know where to put our foot next for our next step. All right, that's the cycle of the soul in 11 minutes. Believe me, I want to go on for another 4 hours, but it's going to be late soon. My mom has to get to bed, so let's do our breathing technique and meditation, and you can ponder these things during your sweet dreams tonight. Hey, Lori, I didn't see you there. I'm so glad you joined. Thank you. We got some new friends on tonight. It's funny, Instagram tells me when you join, but it doesn't tell me when you leave. So I don't know if everyone is still here or not, but let's do our meditation together. All right, so if you haven't found your comfortable seat yet, please find it. So what are the 3 requirements for meditation? The first one is comfortable. You want to be comforted in your seated position. The second is, good, I'm glad you're still here, Asal, thank you. Second is tall spine. I was being facetious. I know you guys are still here. Thanks, Chris. Chris Blunt in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Celebrity appearance. And the third requirement is stability. So we want to be comfortable, we want to have a tall spine, and we want to be stable and still. So those are the 3 requirements. Relax the shoulders. Sometimes it helps to do a little shoulder dance. Oh, Kara. I'm so glad you're here, Kara. We're meditating. Get ready. All right, let the eyes gently close. So orient your consciousness onto the breath and just deepen the breathing, please. Have the intention right from the beginning of this to make the breath smooth, rhythmic, and complete. So complete breath means you're taking in full lungs, full inhalations, and you're utilizing your full lung capacity. And as you exhale, you go from full capacity to complete empty, without letting the shoulders lift, without letting the face scrunch up. Keep the spine lifting, keep the head growing towards the sky. Do a body scan, make sure you're relaxed except for the muscles around the spine. The face is soft, lips are soft. We're going to work with the exhale since it's evening time. The extension of the exhale will help us to calm ourselves down even further, prepare for evening rest. So I'm going to introduce the metronome for those of you who have never breathed with a metronome before. 1 click per second. It just helps us stay even, stay smooth, and stay rhythmic. So let's all please make the inhale 5 seconds long and the exhale 5 seconds long. You're moving from empty lungs to full lungs, then full lungs to empty lungs in 5 seconds. Now, once you've established that, extend the exhale by 2 seconds. So your inhale is 5, exhale is 7. Third stage, we keep the inhale at 5 the entire practice. Extend the exhale to 9 seconds. Being mindful that the shoulders stay heavy, the arms stay relaxed, face stays very soft, tongue is off the roof of the mouth, eyelids are gently touching. Now for the next stage, exhale moves to 10 seconds and we introduce a very short 1 second pause after the exhale with empty lungs. Inhale is 5 seconds, exhale is 10 with a 1 second pause. Continue to refine the breath, resolving any bumps or roughness. Your ujjayi is very subtle. You can barely hear it, but you can feel it. There's energy building in the throat, energy building in the third eye. Increase the pause after the exhale to 2 or 3 seconds, whatever feels right for you. If the pause after exhale is challenging, don't do it. But we're working with a 5 second inhale and a 10 second exhale. Allow the mind to be very calm. Just allow it to follow the breath. If other thoughts come in, just let them come out. They come in and they go out. Finish the round that you're on and do one more complete cycle. After that second cycle, just become still. Allow the mind to rest on itself. Focus your mind on the mind. It's a trick. Focus the mind on the mind. Tonight there's a beautiful crescent moon above us. It's not quite a half moon yet, but it's almost there. So allow the moon to represent your higher mind, the higher self, the soul. And allow your lower self, your thoughts and emotions, to be a still body of water, a pond, a lake. And allow the still surface of the water to perfectly reflect your higher self. Meaning, no emotional vibrations on the water, no energetic thought forms on the water, complete diamond glass, reflecting your true self above. The moonlight has almost a magic quality to it. Allow that special light, very sublime, etheric light shine down through the mind and through the emotions and out into the world. The light of your soul is ever luminous. Allow it to shine through. Don't cloud it with thoughts and feelings. Allow thoughts and feelings to come. Allow them to go, like ripples on the water. Please begin to slowly deepen the breath once again. Go very slow. Bring your palms to the chest, prayer pose, bow the chin, keeping the eyes closed. Acknowledge that you are the soul. You are an eternal source of light. And you're currently having a fun little joyride in this particular body that you're currently driving. So life can be serious, life can be less serious. Take it as you will, you're the driver. Allow the light of your soul to be your navigation system. Follow its guidance. It knows the way. Shine its light. Take a deep inhale, please. And slowly open the eyes. Thank you all for being here. Just a couple of short little announcements. This is day, I believe, 72. So I started doing these meditations when Sisolak announced the quarantine, just as a kind of a rock of daily stability for us who were feeling anxious and maybe a little bit fearful. And it's been great. I've absolutely loved meditating with you every day. So if any of you that are new to us tonight want to go back and experience any of those 71 days, they're all on my Instagram page. Today's Thursday, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we will continue this 8 p.m. thing unless I have a lot of objection to it. Maybe 7 p.m. is better, I'm not sure. And then on Monday again, we will resume with 7 a.m. for the time being, but things will change soon. The world is opening back up and things are getting busy, so we might shift over to a different format or a different schedule. But I have absolutely loved meditating with you every single day for the past 72 days. Thank you, Lori. You're a gift, Lori. Thank you. Namaste, everyone. Have a beautiful night. Be the light. Namaste.